Welcome back to Currency Revalue, the channel where we cut through the noise and bring you the most important updates, analysis, and insights on the Iraqi dinar and global currency shifts. Today, we're diving into one of the most critical conversations happening right now in the dinar community. The question of revaluation, the role of lower denominations, and how Iraq's reforms, oil wealth, and geopolitical standing could transform not just their economy, but the lives of millions of investors worldwide. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's break this down step by step. Because if the gurus and insiders are correct, we could be closer to history in the making than ever before. According to Iraqi Dinar Newshound and Intel guru FNU, the potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar could be truly life-changing. Imagine this: the dinar revalued at $3 USD per note. Suddenly, a 25,000 IQD note that many of you are holding could skyrocket in value to $75,000 USD. But here's where it gets interesting. FNU explains that Iraq will not allow lower denominations to be used outside of the country. This means that cross-border transactions will be strictly controlled, ensuring that the new value directly benefits Iraqi citizens while still honoring the large notes held abroad. In other words, both investors and Iraq's domestic economy could see massive transformation without destabilizing the system. One major concern that's been floating around the community for years is the issue of overprinting. Some argue that Iraq has printed so much currency that a revaluation would bankrupt the government overnight. But FNU pushes back hard against this myth. He explains that Iraq operates in two systems: digital currency for international trade and hard, physical currency, what he calls folding money for domestic use. With cheat cards, debit systems, and strict central bank oversight, Iraq has a framework to cancel out large denomination notes and replace them with new, smaller notes under tight deadlines. This isn't a reckless gamble, it's a controlled economic strategy. The Central Bank of Iraq can demand the return of those 30 notes and replace them with lower denominations in order to stabilize the system while protecting investors. Let's bring in Guru Pimpy's perspective. He points to a key article titled, "Central Bank, we have convenient foreign reserves capable of defending the exchange rate." What does that mean in plain English? It means Iraq has built a war chest of foreign currency reserves. If the dinar's value begins rising too fast, they can release more currency into circulation to cool things down. If the value starts dropping, they can restrict supply, creating demand and lifting the price back up. This is classic supply and demand economics. And with Iraq sitting on billions in oil revenues and foreign reserves, the central bank has powerful tools to manage the revaluation process step by step. Militia Man reminds us that Iraq has surprised us before. In 2023, the central bank adjusted the exchange rate from 14.50 to 13.10 without any warning at all. No advance notice, no gradual rollout, just boom, it happened. This should serve as a wake-up call for investors. When the revaluation happens, it's not going to come with fireworks or a countdown clock. It's going to happen quietly, suddenly, and those who are prepared will be the ones who benefit. Clare highlights a statement from the CBI governor, Ali Mohsen Al-Alek, who confirmed that Iraq's banking reforms are not just in progress, they're already being implemented. Think about that. For years, critics said Iraq was too unstable, too corrupt, too unprepared. But now we have official confirmation that real banking reforms are underway. These reforms aren't just about financial stability, they're the foundation for investment, trade, and yes, the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Now let's bring in Mnt Goat, who tackles a question many investors ask. How can Iraq afford to pay out billions of dollars when investors exchange their dinar? The answer lies in oil. Iraq sells oil in petrodollars, and the U.S. Treasury has a clear interest in backing these exchanges. According to Mnt Goat, the U.S. will essentially front the money, secure in the knowledge that it can buy Iraqi oil at discounted prices, resell it at market value, and make massive profits. This is why the RV is not just possible, it's strategically attractive to both Iraq and the U.S. MarkZ puts it simply, we're in the final minutes of the game. The pieces are on the board, the reforms are in place, and the global conditions are aligning. Frank 26 backs this up with reports from boots on the ground in Iraq. According to local sources, reforms are not just promises. They are being implemented right now, on schedule with clear objectives. Every day the voices from Iraq itself are getting louder, confirming that change is underway. Mnt Goat closes with perhaps the most exciting update. Iraq has reached breakthroughs in long-standing disputes between Kurdistan and Baghdad and between SOMO and international oil companies. Agreements have been finalized, and this signals that Iraq is stabilizing internally while also strengthening its global oil partnerships. For investors, this is huge. It means Iraq is no longer paralyzed by infighting. Instead, it is moving toward unity, which is exactly what's needed to support a strong, stable currency. So, what does this all mean for you? The Iraqi dinar is not just another speculative play. It's a currency at the crossroads of oil wealth, geopolitical shifts, and domestic reform. If the gurus are right, if the CBI stays the course, and if Iraq's leadership continues these reforms, then the revaluation could truly be life-changing. Not just for Iraqis, but for investors worldwide. This is Currency Revalue. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because when the RV comes, it won't wait for anyone, it will just happen. Stay ready, stay informed, and as always, we'll keep bringing you the truth behind the headlines.